Choose your path, walk it well, save us from this living hell. In this broken cage we will not be confined.
Welcome to R&D with myself, Dan. This is very similar to where we were in the previous episode start, but we shall continue. We're gonna go to Omega. See what's going on there. No, I don't want to go to the Citadel. Mass relays. Let's bounce over to the Omega Nebula. Now, the first time I saw this forthcoming cutscene, I was just in awe. So many buildings. I love that cutscene. I don't really have a good reason why I like that cutscene. I just really like that cutscene. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. We're not taking Miranda. I don't care what the fuck anyone has to say. We're taking Kazumi. Let's just check weapons. And we're good.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to...
What's that thing? What's coming out of his nose?
Hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave for it now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever
those
she
are
wants.
paint. That's paint. Never mind. We're good.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
Now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Thank you, Edie.
Please.
Shut it.
That's not good. Oh!
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Ooh, he's
Yeah,
got a fucked
that's
up
me.
face.
You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes.
He doesn't look right when smiling. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, it's not a good... Oh.
I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Interesting area.
Come
Kinda
on,
seedy.
let me in. Ari's expecting me.
Go on in. Ari's expecting you.
She's expecting me, but not him. What do we have here? Hello?
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
I don't know who was causing trouble there, but it was definitely one of us. Oh my. Spent a few hours here.
Is it just me, or are you getting better looking?
Just buy that Sarah-sized brandy for the good doctor.
One night with Arya. That's all.
You want to talk? Talk to Arya.
Okay.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
Okay.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
Let's see, what do we want to do first?
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Do you want to do Morden first? We have a couple things we want to research, but we also want to do Archangel. You know... Yeah, I want to do Archangel first.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Sounds like I don't have much time to waste.
You've got all the time in the world. Archangel? Not so much.
Not so. Okay, really quick here, we're gonna head back to Normandy for just a brief moment. Because I want to get a couple chat segments out of the way before we grab Archangel. That's the thing about Mass Effect 2, you have to be really tricky when... He wants to get in still. You have to be really tricky when you get your story bits in.
But regretted that it could not become involved in a purely human matter.
I also want to switch out characters here. If we're gonna do the Archangel part, we're gonna want... Yeah, we're gonna want both of the new characters. We need some medium and long range, and Kasumi's stealth takedown ability is just too badass. Once you see it in action, you'll understand. It's pretty good. Okay, what do you think about the new boy?
I bumped into Zaid recently. Quite the character. Given how much violence and destruction that man's seen, he's surprisingly well adjusted. Still, I wouldn't want to be alone with him. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
You could be safe with me any day, Kelly. Yes.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay, get that out of the way. No, we want to do Saracise Brandy too. Well, no. Let's go talk to the doctor. We got her liquor.
How may I help you, Commander?
I have a present for you, Doc.
Sarah's ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
Aww.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
Okay, so, background here just a little bit. Jenkins was the Marine that died in the very first mission of Mass Effect 1. If you rewind all the way and remember that, that's who she's talking about. And of course you guys remember Kate Alenko.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Jeff, Joko will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you, Shepard. Our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
Here's to simply being happily drunk.
I'll drink to that.
Aww. As the guy oh my god, the cook's watching us. As you can notice, Chakwas is now passed out in the bed, and she will be until we do the next mission. I thought that's a really nice little touch that they added onto that little bit there. That's one of the best parts of this game too, is those really deep story segments where there's not a lot of action happening necessarily, but there's so much depth and story happening. And she brought up a lot of old shit too.
For you, Commander.
Thank you, Kelly. She brought up a lot of old shit too with Jenkins and with Kay Nolenko and all these characters that we know a ton about already, but hey, we didn't know that yet. We didn't know that. Nor did we know about that cute little story, so I absolutely love that kind of thing. But that's going to conclude this episode. You're tuned in to youtube.com/The Ramen Dan Show.